Okay. Okay. Oh my God. Oh Lord. I wonder who is listening. So it kind of took me some time to come back and to do this. I'm all orangey, and there's nothing I can do about that. There's absolutely nothing I can do about that. Do you all like my hat? I really love my hat. Anyway, it kind of took me some time to come back because I was totally devastated. Hey, whoever is watching, I have one person watching. It kind of took me a long time, and I'm still recovering. I do not want to lie. I Hi, Ramona. How are you? How you doing? Yes, I'm here to talk about harvesting. Anyway, it kind of took me a long time, people. Hi, Miss Kimmy. Hi, Janine. At least I'm not talking to myself. At least I'm not talking to myself. Hi, Denise. Oh my gosh. So, it's this hacking and this whole Makeda thing. It really killed me, you guys. It really killed my soul. I mean, how do you break bread with someone, laugh with someone, listen to their problems? Like, literally be there, and you are there for them, and then they turn around and they do that. It's just like, it broke my soul. I'm never going to get over it. There are certain things I can get over. That's one. I'm never going to get over it. Anyway, I just was not able to perform at par. And today, my ancestors are not even doing readings because they say the river is full of blood. They said it yesterday as well. The river is full of blood, and I couldn't read. I couldn't read, people. And then today, they said it again. The river is full of blood. You can't do anything. And tomorrow, the river will be full of blood, but it'll be clearing, according to Grandma. I still have no clue what the kind of blood is. It's obviously metaphysical, as I was saying on Instagram. When I first, when my water ancestors said to me at the river, okay, don't stay too long because the river is full of blood, and don't put your feet in water because the river is full of blood. I literally said, oh, okay. People have been fishing too much and they've killed all the fish. I'm shallow like that. And then when I go home and I was taking my cleansing bath, my ancestors again said to me, the river is full of blood. So I had to chant to the water as I was taking a bath. Hi, LXX. I had to chant to the water as I was taking my bath because, the water has blood in it. So even as I'm drinking water today, my ancestors are saying, there's blood in the water, and I'm not allowed to go to the river until tomorrow, and I'm not allowed to give readings until tomorrow. And I feel awful for my clients. They said by tomorrow afternoon it should be clearing, then we will start working again. So basically my ancestors have put their tools down because the river is full of blood. The water has blood in it. I have no idea what that means though. Anyway, it was because I was really depressed about that Makita thing. It keeps playing in my head. I try to ignore it. I try to move past it, but the cruelty keeps playing in my head. The violence keeps playing in my head. And bitches, I'm really, really poor. I went to the bank today and I was screaming. I said, but I'm broke because I'm down to zero. I've had a few donations via MoneyGram, and that's all I had, and I'm down to zero, and I'm just blinking like an idiot over here because, like, Makita took all the money. She took everything. She took my business with her, and I'm starting again from scratch. I do sense a sense of entitlement, like she really thought that my business was her business and I was her employee. All that, I don't care. It's just that I was traumatized by the evil of it all. And God doesn't love her no more. God hates her. God said so. He hates her. He gave her chance after chance. God hates her. And to me, that should be enough that God hates her, because if God hates you, your life is going to become very, very hard. But, it's not enough. I really wanted to suffer. And I really wanted to suffer like no other human being has ever suffered. And I will keep chasing the law until she is in prison because that's where I want to see her. I will keep knocking on doors for the rest of my life because I started this. I am the witch doctor. I am the psychic. I started this whole thing myself 5 years ago. She had her own business. She should have made it grow. In fact, I gave her clients. Okay. So anyway, it's not even that though, guys. It's the evil of it. It's the cruelty of it. Even when I understood that she was harvested and she had a demon inside her head from Foster Gray. The thing is, though, my ancestors always say this because I've had demons thrown on my head so many times. You know, my ancestors always say when a demon is put on you, it enhances that which you are. So they are constantly telling me to stand on my truth because if I lie to myself, if a demon is put on me, okay, I am going to stand. I am going to go to that horrible truth that I hadn't worked on. Like, I suffer from depression. I work on that. I understand it. I know the energy, if that makes sense. Anyway, those of you who are on my Patreon, I did 2 videos, talking about this. So I'm not going to bore you and talk about it on the live too, because your 2 videos are popping up either tonight or tomorrow. Because guess what? My editing stuff gone. So I have to find a new editor and all that jazz. It's like the carnage is unbelievable. It's at the same level and same scale as my mama. I mean, my mama used to do this. I never thought I would meet another. I did. I met another demon just like my mother. And I really cared what happened to that demon, just like I cared about my mama. Anyway, it's because I was going through this and it's always running in my head. Those of you who truly know me, you do know that I barely have people to talk to. I don't. I really don't. I'm not close to many. And I just, those that I do have, I love very, very, very much. And I always try to stand on my truth with them. Because if I don't show them who I am, and if I don't show them, yes, you are here. And I do love you guys because you're the most supportive people ever. If I don't show them who I am, one day a demon is going to sit in my head. And then I am going to do some horrible things to them, and doing horrible things to the ones I love is just not on. I worship love. I give it, I give it, I give it, even where I am not getting it, and I never regret it. To me, loving you is more important. It truly is. To me, showing your love, loving you is more important. And I never regret. I never regret a relationship I've walked away from. I never regret a friendship I've walked away from because, I know that in every situation I was giving my love. Even if I don't like you, I was still working on giving you love because this earth, people, it's a hellhole. It's a hellhole. You know what I'm saying? We're in the depths of hell. We're in total darkness. So I was like sitting, wallowing in great self pity and knowing that I kind of survived the Indians, but there's no way I'm going to survive this carnage. There's absolutely no way. I've done the numbers. There's no way I can just about crawl along because I'm so tired. I worked so hard this year, and every cent that I worked for this year is gone. Poof. So it's made me feel really useless and stupid because I really worked hard this year. I did a lot this year. I did my ancestral function, I did the oils, I increased my readings. So I felt like, what's the point? I mean, what is the point of working so hard when somebody else takes your money, when somebody else takes your hard work, when somebody else doesn't even put you into consideration. You know what I'm saying? Like, what's the point? So I was sitting in that mode, and I've been in that mode. Like, how can somebody else not see how hard you work? How can somebody else not see what a hard life you have? How can somebody else not see this? But clearly, they don't see it. They just see what they want to see. And as a dark skilled practitioner said to me, people don't see you, Izzy. They don't see you at all. They see what they want from you. So if it's like that for me, I guess it's like that for a hell of a lot of us. And so, I'm just like, yeah. One, I no longer have the energy to work as hard as I was doing. It's almost the end of the year. I don't have the energy to work as hard as I was doing. And two, I have bills. I have some major dormer bills to pay, and there's just no money because even my nest egg has been taken. And then my business, I'm starting again from scratch, looking for a new way of getting paid. And thank you so much for all those who are making appointments via MoneyGram. And I do have a new email address. Please do not use the old one. So I just didn't want to even talk about the harvesting workshop, but my ancestors and I have a deal with God. God wants me to teach more than to give readings. Okay. But because I was harvested so much by my students in the previous years, my ancestors didn't want me to do that anymore. So they put their case forward to God, and they said, no, Western students are dangerous. They're not coming to learn. They're coming to take from her, and we can't do it. So then God said, but that is one of her mandates. She has to teach. She has to teach the word. She has to teach her skills. And so my ancestors negotiated that every year I do just one workshop. Just one. Because I was having 3, 4, 5 workshops, and my ancestors negotiated that I do just one workshop a year. So this year I hadn't done one, but I really wanted to do the harvesting workshop. But then there were all these other things that got in the way. Can you sue her for your losses? Oh, I'm going to sue her. Trust and believe me, I'm going to use every legal method known to men because I cannot live with myself otherwise. It's about my soul. Okay. She went to war with me for no reason, and she stole from me for no reason. And my soul requires restitution. It's about my soul. My soul requires physical restitution. So I'm going to keep pushing the FBI until they do their job. And I am going to sue her in a civil case. Yeah, I'm not. It doesn't matter how many years this is going to take. I am going to do what I need to do to make my soul feel whole again. Anyway, I was saying it's October now, and I haven't done a single workshop. And I do have a contract with the god of the Bantu. I decided to do harvesting because Makita is a specific example of why you all need to know about harvesting. She was harvested to the point that her true self came out. Her true self came out. And her true self committed crimes she will never get away with. Okay? So, the reason she lost control, I don't know what she is doing, Miss Kimmy, and I don't want to know. Do you know that there are some people whom you just wish you could take an eraser and just erase them from your mind? Yeah. I just want to erase her from my mind. But my ancestors say metaphysically she's gone. We had to do a lot of rituals to get rid of her metaphysically. And they said metaphysically, she's gone. She's gone. And I'm good. But physically, I'm sure she's still around. However, let's get back to the workshop, people, because I have to go. I have to go. I can't do readings today because there's blood in the water. And I can't do readings tomorrow morning because there's blood in the water. So I can only start readings Wednesday when there's no blood in the water. Because, my psychic abilities, they come from water. They come from my water ancestors. And so if they can't read me because there's blood in the water, if they can't read because there's blood in the water, it just means I have no idea what blood in the water means. It's very exciting. Maybe by Saturday, if you attend my harvesting class, I will know what the blood in the water was. I never get an answer from my ancestors when something is in motion or something is going on, They only tell me after. So harvesting workshop. Okay, the workshop that my ancestors accused me of being cruel because they said you're a teacher, you should be advertising it. You should be advertising it. You should be talking about it so that people, come to join. I was pretty happy with the 8 or 9 people I had. I said groovy. Because, hey, Naledi, hey, Kelso, does waking up with a swollen eye mean you're being harvested? Yes, mama. Not only are you being harvested, but you're being beaten in your dream. I have woken up with swollen appendages. Yes, it means that you have been beaten as well as harvested. They've taken something from that area where you're at. That area where the swollen thing is, yes. Hi, Didi. Hi, Chandra. Anyway, the harvesting class. And that is really the reason why I decided to bring up Makita's name again, because she was harvested to the point where her true self came out, where she lost her self-control to the harvester, where the harvester used her as a tool in order to do more destruction. The harvester pushed that button inside her that likes to kill people, and she proceeded to do exactly that. Hi, Lilita. She proceeded to do exactly that. She proceeded to kill people. This can happen to all of you. Hopefully, you're not as dark as Makita. Hopefully, you're not as evil. Hopefully, you're not so, that evil button is not so pushed and you go with it. But this happens to a lot of people. But what is harvesting? Harvesting is murder. Pure and simple. It's a slow type of murder, like poison, because it's a theft. It's a theft of your soul. It's a theft of pieces of your soul. There is nothing in the world that I hate more than harvesters. Yes, it slowly kills you. The reason Black people die of high blood pressure, hypertension, strokes more than white people in the metaphysical is because of harvesting. Because the harvesters, they poke a hole inside your heart. I have 1,000 holes and I constantly have to close them and close them. And that is what I will be teaching you, how to close the holes of the harvesters. They come through your heart. Have you ever suffered from eczema? If you are Black, highly likely you suffered from it because of harvesting. Because the places where they harvest you, you get what physical science calls eczema. Okay, physical science calls it eczema. Swollen knees, harvesting. Painful knees, painful ankles, harvesting. You're losing your eyesight, especially at night, and you can't see properly, and you're needing glasses, and you're asking yourself, why? Harvesting. Okay, your arm hurts, harvesting. Your uterus hurts, your vagina hurts, harvesting. Okay, what they've done is After they poked a hole into your heart, they also poke a hole into your anus. They also poke a hole into your vagina. After they've poked all these holes that they love to poke on your body, right? But the heart is where they go to first and foremost, right? When your soul is coming to rest inside your body, guess what? You're losing your energy through those holes, right? And they are collecting. Have you ever woken up with a headache? Oh, thank you, sunshine. Thank you so much. You like my hat? I got it sent to me from Cape Town. Okay. So, like, yeah, I really like it. It makes life so easy for me. Anyway, that's all harvest. Your teeth hurt. You're constantly seeing a dentist. Oh my God, harvesters love to harvest their teeth. I've had my teeth harvested so much until I got an antidote. Okay. For each of and every, then let's talk about how they harvest your metaphysical wealth, your love life, your new beginnings, your progress. Like, Makita, she's not going to get a new beginning. God took that off the table. Okay? When God decided she was a wicked little girl, he took it off the table. She will see it in her tarot cards that, yes, I'm getting a new beginning, but there's no new beginning. It is gone. So harvesters already know that they are guilty in the eyes of God and that they are not going to get a new beginning like the average person. The average person gets about 3 new beginnings a year. They know they're not going to get it because they've been harvesting others, right? Do you think the queen passed away before they announced her death? Oh, for goodness sake, Chandra. The queen announced that she was dying months ago. I'm talking about something important that has to do with your goddamn life. And you're talking about an old woman who totally announced that she was going to die. And she said her goodbye speech. I mean, where the fuck were you when she was saying her goodbye speech? Where were you? Under a rock? We all heard it. She said, please be nice to Charles. So what's your point? Follow her to the grave. Come on, go dig yourself right next to her and throw yourself inside her. That's what they used to do in my culture anyway. When a king dies, the king had to go with some beautiful maids or whatever, and some of his warriors. People had to go with him, right? So you go. Don't fucking interrupt me when I am talking about something more important with a question like that. Why don't you think about yourself for a change? She didn't even know who you were. You're a non-motherfucking factor, a person of valueless opinion to her. You were nothing. You were garbage. Shit on the streets. Lord have mercy. Lord have mercy. Don't ask me stupid ass questions when I'm busy doing God's work here. You know you know what I'm saying? I'm trying to save the people and you're talking about a dead old lady? Fuck it. You know what? Don't try my patience, okay? Go try another one. Go try a tarot card reader. There are lots of those. Go try those. Don't try me. Okay, let's get back to harvesting. I'm so furious right now. It's like people ask the most stupid, idiotic questions. You're a person of valueless opinion. Queen Elizabeth didn't know shit about you. She didn't care. You're a non-motherfucking factor. You were something she spat on. She walked on you. You were garbage. You were trash. You were filth. If you want to go die with her, go die with her. If you want to go follow her to the other end, follow her to the other end. Follow her. To hell with that. So can I just now, you value my goddamn opinion from such a stupid thing? I have moments of entertainment, and I do have moments when I entertain. I do. And I don't mind reading about Queen Elizabeth 1 year after she is gone, because I shall respect that bitch. I spend most of my life as her subject. Okay? I literally spent most of my life as her subject. Okay, I was born under Queen Elizabeth. I had a freaking British passport because I was born under Queen Elizabeth. Okay, and I have been living under Queen Elizabeth in Canada my adult life. So, I have respect for the lady. But okay, right here, right now, I'm doing God's work. Okay? Something my ancestors are insisting must be done. Okay, this is more important. I'm happy to read about Queen Elizabeth. But you know what? She announced that she was dying. She made a speech where she said, all of you be nice to Charles. I watched it. Where were you? She knew she was dying. She announced it. It doesn't matter when she died at this point. She could have died 6 months ago. Who gives a damn? She came. She saw. She did. I mean, okay. Let's thank you, Miss Kimmy. Alrighty. Don't let them get your blood pressure up. You say, Charles. Yes, I did. I totally did. Besides Nigerians, Gogo, are there certain ethnicities to be cautious of that are known for harvesting? Practically every African country, the Bantu do it too. The Bantu harvest just as much as Nigerians. They just do it differently. Do you know what I'm saying? They do it too. And they just harvest different things. It's like West Africans are obsessed with a person's physical features. They tend to harvest your beauty, your eyes, your fingers, your nails, your toes. West Africans tend to harvest everything about you. Bantus tend to harvest your metaphysical wealth, your marriageability, your boyfriends, you know, what is coming for you in the future. All Bantus are all over that. They do harvest, but in a different way. In a different way. Do they harvest as much as West Africans? No. West Africans are 100% harvesters. Bantus are at 60%. So yeah, pretty much the whole of Africa. And then add African America. Yes, African Americans are at 75%. So really, look at it like this. West Africans are number 1. African Americans are number 2. Bantus are number 3. Yeah. Jamaica still, yes. I always put Jamaicans with African Americans. I always say all the Africans in the diaspora, right? I put all of you in one group. African Americans, Caribbeans, Haitians, you're at 75%, but that's because of your West African blood as well, right? So West Africans are number 1. Cameroonians, oh my God. Cameroon, great balls of fire. Cameroon, great balls of fire. So Nigeria, Cameroon, right at the top, great balls of fire. Followed, then comes the African Americans and the Caribbeans, number 2, and then the Bantu, number 3. White people do harvest, but they are number 4. They are, but when they harvest, though, it is natural. Okay, they don't have to throw spells. That's what makes white people dangerous. Okay, they don't have to throw spells. They don't have to throw spells. It's natural. It's almost like they can just concentrate on it and boom. What did the heavenly energies say about harvesting? They say avoid it. I am laughing, but the heavenly energies are impartial until God tells them to do something. They are not independent of God. They are God's right hand. So our God chooses to see us go through the gauntlets. He chooses, and he chooses when, where, how. He helps you get over the gauntlets. You know what I'm saying? So the heavenly energies, they will come down to end the war. I just asked them to do that the other day. They will come down to end the war. But really, God says, protect thyself. He literally says all is equal and fair on the earth. Are they more evil than positive in the metaphysical? Evil. There's more evil. Way more evil. I have yet to meet goodness in the metaphysical. You better hope you have the strongest ancestors on God's green earth. You better hope that your ancestors are about that business. You better hope that your ancestors are warriors and they are fighters. I have met so much evil in the metaphysical. 100% evil. 100%. Why? Because this is hell. We are in hell. And hell has never been sweet. Hell has always been fire. I say the good people, the light are the invaders. The light are the invaders. You know what I'm saying? The lights are the ones who are invading the territory of the dark. This earth and this existence and the metaphysical, that's dark territory over there. That's dark territory. And we invade their territory. I mean, they're living very happily, scavenging each other and doing all that evil. Do you know what I'm saying? They are happy to do that. Yeah. But we are the invading army. Look at us like the Russians in the Ukraine invading a country they have no business invading. You know what I'm saying? No business invading that country, but there they are invading. That's basically the light. Those of us who manipulate light, and that's most Bantu practitioners are manipulators of light, right? We are invaders. We are the invading army. You know, God just threw us here for fun because really there's a lot of darkness. But you know, I have had moments when I've gone to the light side of the metaphysical, and it has been a glorious experience. It do the light have its own? Yes, the light have their own place in the metaphysical, and it has been a glorious experience. And that's why I stay in the light, because I ain't spending the rest of eternity in this darkness. I refuse. I stay in the light because I want to go to the side of light. It is so beautiful. It's completely different. I've been 3 times so far, and it has been an amazing experience. I wish I could go now. It would be nice if I could go now. Go, does consecration with tobacco make harvesting harder? That's why I'm here to talk about the class. It is going to be a 3-hour class where I teach you how to protect each part of your anatomy from harvesting, and what you have to put on the ground, what you have to dig into Mother Earth, and what you have to put in water, what you have to put in fire, what you have to put in air, so that before many things even get to you, you already have a force field waiting for some things. This year, because I always have a lot of harvesters. I had like 530 harvesters, only like 3 managed to get through my outer perimeter. You know, only like 3 managed to get through my outer perimeter. And also understand that it takes years. It takes years to fortify your force field, and it takes dedication, and sometimes you'll be very tired. Okay, why do you go through so much? Is God conditioning you for something? Trisha, in this fight with Foster Gray and Makita, guess what? One of my other abilities woke up. I'm not going to share what it is because it's so cool and I'm so happy with it. But one of my abilities woke up. And my ancestors said to me, you wouldn't be this strong if you didn't go through wars. Because each war, hi Shanice, because each war awakens one ability that my parents blocked when I was a baby. So there is no doubt in my mind that for a person to be strong in the metaphysical, you have to fight some wars. But really, God doesn't push these people on me. He does push one or two people on me. He did push Makita. He wanted to save her from hell, but she couldn't be saved. You know, the thing is, he will push one or two people whom he thinks can be redeemed, right? If he thinks they can be redeemed. But most times it's my light, it's my energy. It attracts the wrong people. That's just the truth. The dark run to me more than the light. It attracts the wrong people. And they become envious and greedy, and they do what they do. God doesn't send them. God didn't send Foster, but he did send Makita. He didn't send Foster. I can't wait to die and yell at. I always say, sister girl, sister girl. But the other day I was yelling at God. I really yelled at him over the Makita thing, because I did not want her in my life at all. But I thought my test in this whole thing was to learn to like her. And she had some pretty nice qualities. I didn't quite go all the way in liking her because our personalities were just different. But I thought that was my test, in the situation, right? And I did yell at God. I did when I did wake up, and I did yell at him. And you know what he said back? She is tired. I said, oh. I shouldn't be doing that on YouTube. I shouldn't be doing that on YouTube. I shall have this one taken down. What is the penalty for that crime? What crime? Is it because you're a 333? Yes, my energy attracts the dark. The dark come at me like this, and they get very, very excited. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Yeah, I've gone through a lot of physical pain, a lot of I don't think I'm the only one though. The way my ancestors see it, if I'm going through this, so are other people. So anyway, okay, I have a new email. Let me type it out for you all so that let me type it out for you all so that you can send me emails about the workshop on Saturday. Okay, you can send me emails, the Isobel Mitton Company at gmail.com. Okay, so that you can, yeah, there you go. New email. Please do not use all the other emails. They are absolutely obsolete, right? So that you can send me emails about how to pay for the workshop. Okay. I will send the details in a letter to you, and then you can pay. It's on Saturday, starts at 11 o'clock. It's 3 hours. I'm actually gonna start writing notes since I can't do readings today. Since it's $100 for 3 hours. $100 for 3 hours. I'm going to start compiling all the rituals together and all that today and in the morning tomorrow, since there's blood in the water and I can't give readings. Where's the link to? Oh, I'm going to get it. I'm going to get it. She did delete some of my YouTube channels. Yeah. Yes. So I am going to start another YouTube channel for real, so that if this happens, my other channel will be there. So I will put when I'm going to restart a new one under a different email, and then I will share it with you guys, because this one continues to be hacked. My Instagram is completely hacked. Somebody put a program in it where I'm always at the same number. It goes down, comes to the same number. And my YouTube is the same thing. I try to talk to YouTube. They don't hear me. So I've just decided, whatever, hey, I'm just gonna do my job. And I actually asked my ancestors if I should delete this whole channel and start again. And they say no. They are of the opinion that YouTube is gonna rectify the situation. So I've discovered that my area where I live in, there's a lot of fraud and a lot of hacking. I discovered that today. I may not be the only victim of these hacking situations, but at least I know who was hacking me. So yeah, it's $100. A Saturday, 11 for 3 hours, and I am going to prepare you all for your next, because we are going into the next harvesting season, the fall season. You do know that, right, people? You do know that we are going into fall. That is the fall equinox, where we get to harvest what we put on the ground. And the harvesters have already checked your asses out, and the harvesters are waiting to take from you. They're waiting to take from you. So Saturday, I will teach you. It's kind of a lot of work. Who is the most famous harvesters? Nigerians, Cameroonians, African Americans, Caribbeans, Africans, Bantu. Yes, the Bantu. The Bantu and then white people. I believe I was harvested, and Indians. I don't really like to talk. Yes, Foster Gray is a famous harvester. He truly is. He really is. Foster Gray of Houston, Texas. The Nigerian of Houston, Texas, from the Edo tribe. Yeah. 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 He is right up there. And he's got nothing to show for it. He's just got like a little fabric store. I think he has a fabric store. He has been marketing his fabric store to me in the dreams, and I have been insulting his fabric. Ain't nobody gonna buy that shit now. Because I totally insulted in the dream world, and I oh my god! Oh my goodness! So yeah. Yeah, and nobody gonna buy his stuff no more. No more. No. Indians metaphysics, it doesn't bounce off at all. But it doesn't stick so well. Thank you, God. It does, because they are a different. Well, they come from somewhere else. So because of that, the connection is not so good. But they do make attempts. They do make attempts, but the connection doesn't fully click. So basically they ain't doing much. They ain't doing much to us. It doesn't fully click. So, I mean, there are white people and black people, and then there are Asians. Get it? Get it? So their stuff doesn't quite click with us. I have seen that more than once, not only with me, right? Not only with me, but also with others who have been attacked by Asians. They try, and they do throw a mighty punch. They do, but it doesn't quite click. It doesn't click. Is it the same way if it is directed at Indians? If we direct our harvesting to them, I don't know. I've never tried to harvest anyone, but you can use our methods to defend yourself against them, and it works. Yeah, you can defend yourself against their stuff. It works. That really, really works. I know because I've done it. That works. You can use Our ancestors, our stuff to do it. But for their stuff to quite click with us, it doesn't quite click. Mhm. There's a dissonance. Yes, there are many armed gods. Yes, I've been attacked by that many armed god several times. Mhm. Several times. Yes, so defense stays the same. It works. Our defense stays the same. I once had an Indian woman who booked a reading so she could harvest me. I guess she didn't know that I could see demons. So, I called her name and outleapt that many armed demon, right? And then it was going for my crown chakra. And then I just saw my hand go, "Wah," block it. And then only after I blocked it, I say, "Huh?" And I'm looking at the many-armed demon, and I say to her, "Okay, this is where we stop. You gotta go. You gotta take what's yours and go. Thank you. Goodbye." Yes. So does grandma not recommend cleansing at the moment? She recommends you do not cleanse until tomorrow. This is a new phenomenon for me. I'm very excited to find out what's going on, but my ancestors will only tell me after it's done. So, like I said, if you're booked for my class, and I have started sending out links. So, links for the class. So, if you haven't received your link yet, okay, email me at the Isobel Mitton company at gmail.com. I'm going to look at all my emails tonight and I am going to send out the link. Okay, if you haven't received your email yet, please look out for if you better email me because my other emails are a mess. Same for readings. Don't read cards or anything. No, I'm gonna have to cancel even the tutoring I had tonight. I'm gonna have to cancel the tutoring that I have tonight. Yeah, there's blood in the water. Unless if I'm reading about myself and I'm reading about, somebody else close to me. Yeah, I can't because my ancestors are not working and the veil seems down. Yeah. So yeah. I woke up all geared. I thought it was just blood in the water just yesterday. But I will let you know. Cleansing with green limes, that's so good. I like it. I think I've used limes before. Yes. Yeah. You know, I woke up yesterday. I thought it would be the last. I woke up thinking that, but no, yeah, we have issues with blood in the water until tomorrow afternoon. I will let you all know on Saturday. So once again, because I gotta go, people, I gotta go. So once again, the workshop is on Saturday. Hi, Hadia. I kind of know it's you, Mama. So the workshop is Saturday, 11 a.m. I'm going to train you all to be ready for your next harvester. I'm going to turn you all into soldiers. I'm going to turn you all into soldiers so that you can fight the good fight. Oh, Miss Kimmy. Well, for me, harvesting begins with the equinox. And equinox, I believe, is 22 September. Somebody correct me if I'm wrong. But for me, harvesting begins, for my culture, harvesting begins with the equinox. And equinox is 22 September because we do have rituals that, remember last year I did one and I shared it with you. I shared it with Patreon, right? So, go what you said about Indians learning from aliens checks out because they are talks about their gods. Oh yes, them gods did come from spaceships. Credo Mutwa, his ancestors even showed him. Yeah, Credo Mutwa. Our revered Sangoma. Yeah, his ancestors even showed him. So yeah, that's what my ancestors showed me too. My ancestors said they came from spaceships after they ruined their own planet. They had to get away because their own planet imploded. So some of them ended up here. Not all of them. Some of them went elsewhere. Okay, so I gotta go, people. I love today, but I gotta go. I will see you on Saturday. Remember, the Isobel Mitton Company at gmail.com. I will reply all emails today, and I will send out all links by Friday. If you've already paid and you know that I've forgotten you, because in this chaos I have forgotten so much, you have no idea. Please be kind and generous to me and just email me again. And I love you too, African Jamaican girl. You've been with me for quite a while. Yeah, you've been with me for quite a while. So, email me so that I don't forget you. And hopefully, we get to rock and roll on Saturday as I turn you into the warrior that I am. Kisses. Mwah.